Oh, hi everyone, welcome to Tuesday's Reflections. It's National Chocolate Day. Well, according to Wikipedia it is anyway, so I thought I'd celebrate. I'm going to do something a little bit different this morning. I'm going to do a chocolate bar gospel, and that's based on Luke 15, 11 to 32. Now, this is done using different bars of chocolate, sweets, maybe biscuits. The question is, how many have I used? Okay. The price was the Whisper, but I've ate it. So, I look. Okay, so here we go. Once there was a father with two sons. What a trio. Everything was coming up roses. It was honey and skittles for them. Nothing could come betwixt them. They really were well off too. They lived on a real quality street. One day, the youngest son, he's a bit of a flake, said to his dad, "Look, Dad, I want half of your bounty. Right now. Give it to me. I want to go. I want to break away and do my own thing." Everyone was so shocked you could have heard a whisper. The kid thought he was such a smarty, you know. He went off into a distant land for some time out, as kids do. It might have been Malta, in which case he would have spent some time with some Maltesers. I don't know. It could have been. Or maybe he could have gone to Turkey for some Turkish delight. Who knows? Anyway, he went off into a distant land. That much we know. He met up with some good time friends, and they said, "Come on, now let's let the revels begin. Give us a twirl," they said. And with that, the party rings started. Times were great whilst the money lasted, but a great famine struck the land, and all of a sudden his money had gone, and his friends left him high and dry. He was poor. He had nothing. He was living on buttons. He didn't have a single dime bar, you know. He was starving and thirsty. There was no dairy, no milk bar. Nothing like that. Not a pub or a milky bar, just a pig farm. So he ended up taking care of the penguins. Oh, sorry, pigs. Yeah, sorry about that. Pigs, yeah. He was protecting them from Yorkies and Lion bars and those kind of dangerous Kit Kats like that. The worst pig was Percy Pig. Let me tell you about Percy Pig. He was terrible. He snuffled around the mud looking for Belgian chocolates all day long, with his curly whirly tail getting his face and all. The young man was starving, and he had to eat the pods the pigs were eating. Sure, they were crunchy, but they tasted awful. But he had the munchies, so he had to eat. Then one night, after 8, he was looking up into the air, up into the Milky Way, looking at Mars, and then further into the galaxy, in which he saw in the distance a starburst ripple through the night sky. At this point, he was so lonely and hungry that he talked to God and he made a plan. He decided to say sorry to his father. His father was his hero, one of his heroes, and tell him, "Father, I sinned against heaven and against you. I'm no longer worthy of being your son, but please make me your servant." With that, he started, don't snicker, his long marathon home. Meanwhile, his father had been thinking about him day and night and was looking for his son. It was his only topic on his mind. And when he saw his son in the distance, It gave him such a boost. And then he ran to him. He threw his arms around him. He took him home and said to his servants, "Come on, give him sandals and a robe, and give him Terry's gold ring. Prepare a feast and let the celebrations begin. My son was dead. Now he is alive. He was lost. Now he is found." And that, my friends, is the chocolate bar gospel. Now we're going to do a prayer, and you'll be glad to know it's to do with chocolate again. Well, let us pray. And what I want you to do is, if you've got a chocolate bar, that's great. If not, look at and think about your favourite chocolate bar or sweets. Now consider your life with God, your relationship, your journey with Jesus. Which chocolate or sweet reflects your life with Jesus, your life with God? Is it good and rich like your favourite chocolate bar? Or maybe your life with God is like an empty chocolate wrapper with nothing inside. Is it plain and boring like a plain chocolate bar? Or maybe it is rich like dark chocolate. Maybe life is rocky, filled with nuts, or hard to chew because of the nuggets and caramel. Is your life with Jesus tasting sour like sour Skittles, or sweet like M&Ms? Talk to God about this. Tell God where you are, and then tell Jesus where you would like to be on your journey with him. Take a piece of chocolate or a sweet. Eat it. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Jesus longs to be in the relationship with you. You just have to open the door to your life and ask Jesus to come in. Eat the chocolate as a symbol of your willingness to start a relationship or get back on track in your relationship with Jesus. Amen. Don't forget, try just put in how many chocolate bars you think you heard or whatever. I'll just get back to this. So, bye. My favourite.